Hi, this is Steph with Belladonna Dyes, and today we're going to make a baby doll top. There isn't a whole heck of a lot of fabric on this one, it's really small. So first of all, I want to start by just folding it in half. So I get going with it like this, and then I realize I think it will be better if I put the seams on the outside. So I shift gears, flip it over, put the seams on the outside, fold it in half, and then smooth out as many wrinkles as I can. Now I want to put spirals on this one, so I want to have 2 spirals on the front and 2 spirals on the back. So I'm just going to let you watch and see how I go about doing that. Decide where you want the center of your spiral to be and give it a little pinch. For this project, I'm using the microwave splatter guard and a modified fork. So you want to give the fork 2 or 3 twists, and then with the opposite hand, create the pleats and make the spiral. This fabric is so small, like I mentioned before, that really the microwave splatter guard isn't helping out too much. So if you don't have a splatter guard, you'll be able to make this with no problem. Go as far as you can using the microwave splatter guard, and then when you can't go any farther, you want to hold down the center of your spiral, gently wiggle the fork out, and then I'm going to secure this by using rubber bands. And for this project, I'm going to be using my second favorite rubber bands. And I do have links down below in the description box for the rubber bands and everything else that I use for tie-dye, so make sure that you check that out. Now it's time for the fun part. We get to add the dye. So I'm just going to add the dye in the pieces of the pie. Normally you see me mark out my pattern, but like I said, this is so small, I really didn't feel it necessary. And as you notice, the center of the spiral is not in the center of the project. So when you're adding your dye, you want to make sure that you add it so where it intersects through the center of the spiral. Now the setup that I'm using, I have these 2 little tiny waste baskets, at least I think that's what they are, and I got them at the dollar store. So I've got the project sitting in the one, and then I have the one underneath it flipped over, raising everything up so that none of the fabric sits in the muck water. And then the container that I'm using, I think maybe it's meant for dishwashing, but all of us tie-dyers use it for muck dyes, and it's just perfect for this particular project. I just love the dollar store. They have so many cool knickknacks that make tie-dyeing so much easier. Next, I give the project a quick little sprinkle of soda ash for good measure, and I add my ice. And I like to add enough ice to where I don't see any of the fabric showing through anymore. And then it's recommended that you let your project batch at 70 degrees or higher for at least 24 hours. I let the project batch for the full 48 hours, and now it's time for the rinse out. So you want to start by using cold water. That's going to rinse away any soda ash that might still be reacting within the fabric. and then increase your water up to hot and rinse until the water runs pretty much clear. From here, I take it to the washing machine, and I like to do hot water cycles using Curalon. That's a professional textile detergent that I get from Dharma Trading Company. And then I like to do a final hot water cycle using Millsoft, which is a professional fabric softener that I also get from Dharma. And yes, the links are down below in the description box. Now, when you're working with rayon fabric, it's delicate, so you want to make sure that you put it inside of a garment bag. I think that's what they're called. I got mine off of Amazon, and you put it in there, throw it in the washing machine, and then hopefully it's not going to get all torn up from the washing machine. If you tear a hole in it, Dharma Trading Company is not going to help you out, especially after you dye it. And then I let this one air dry and I ironed it, and we'll come back and we'll see the results. Well, here it is, guys. Here's our baby doll top on Donna, and I think she looks so pretty wearing it. This is such a cute little top, and when I say little, I mean little. So it kind of looks like there's a heart in the center of it, and I did not do that on purpose, but I'm glad that it's there because I think it looks really good. Now, I did not intentionally use my Comfort Zone color palette. This was my first time making one of these tops, so I think I just gravitated towards the colors that I like because I didn't really know how it was going to turn out. So I'm pleased with it. And then I should also tell you that it took the dye very well and it held up to the dyeing process. A lot of times stuff from Dharma falls apart, like the seams and stuff aren't strong, but this one, like I said, it held up really well, so I would definitely buy it again. Overall, I'm very pleased with the outcome. What do you guys think? Please leave me some comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up, and click the bell and set it to all. That way you get notified of future uploads. And remember, have fun tie-dyeing!